Welcome back, everybody. This is Brother Mutant here. Today we're going to continue on our quest to beat Pathfinder Kingmaker. Now, if you recall from our last few episodes, we were getting ready to head on over to Varnhold, find out what the hell's going on. We've been there once, but we didn't get a chance to really explore too much. We had to come back to town, do some other errands and such, which is fine. It's part of the game. We have stuff that is on the timer, so this is one of those things that we really need to make sure we get up on. For those of you that never played this game before, know that I am using a mod, several of them in fact, and one of the big ones you'll notice is turn-based combat. Like the game vanilla version is actually real-time with pause, so you can just click point, and everybody just goes as a free-for-all. They have their own AI, but I kind of hate it, and I'd rather control the team. And it's more pen and paper feel this way. You'll also notice that I have some spells that you don't, feats that you don't, as well as traits that are not in the vanilla game at all. And that's because of Eldritch Arcana. And now there's some other stuff here, mostly quality of life improvements, but we'll get into those as we need to discuss them. So let's actually get back to the game, shall we? Now, I did a hard save. I can't remember. Yeah, I did a quick save too. Good. So, we were getting ready to bounce out of here. I need to check just to make sure that there's not someone I need to talk to or whatever, but I'm fairly certain we're getting ready to head on the open road and teleport on over to Lake Silverstep town so that we can get over closer to Varnhold's territory and start exploring and start making some of that epic loot that we need to have for the next chapter after this one. Because we really need some epic loot for that next chapter. We're still working on leveling up our characters, of course. Quickly, just want to check stuff here. You see that we have 6 days to dilly dink around, so on the 23rd. And the reason that's important is because, as you see here, we have lots of stuff that still needs to be done. So, I can't trust that nothing else will show up between now and the end of the month. So we really need to make sure that these guys get on these as soon as they can. Because some take 10 days... 14, 7. That could be one that we can get done and get out of it quickly enough to be able to do something else. So again, important. 14 days, 28 days. So again, and we want to make sure, of course, we're doing problems before we do anything else. But like I said, this one here is an exception to the rule because again, it can be done in 7 days. Whoever pops first, chances are I'll put them on this as long as I catch it in time. By the end of this month, on the 30th, they'll still be available to do one more thing, and that will help out. So we have Reg, Jod, we have Lindsay. Matter of fact, why is Lindsay not on this? Was I waiting to put her on something else? No. Well, maybe she became available. Maybe that's all it is. Yeah, I'll take it. And she'll be done on the 14 days. It'll be the 31st of this month if there's 31 days, which I don't think there is. I think there's 30. It's the 11th month, and therefore I think it's 30 days. Next month will be 31, if I'm not mistaken. She has a 50% chance of passing it, but again, we plan on being back for that. So, again, we're good to go. And hopefully we'll have enough peeps to spread around here and cover all these, because it seems to be a lot of the same guys. That's my real concern. And he's busy, so Jod can't do anything. So it's basically going to fall to Reg, Tristan, and Keston. So those three to cover 4 things. And again, can be done because one of those things is this one, the 7-dayer. So as long as I'm back by the 23rd, we should be solid. All right? Now let's get on to it. Who am I taking with me is the question. I still like my traditional team. So me, Dora, the Sword Saint, Magus build, intelligence-based, strength-based build, no less. Just a little atypical. But I also like taking my Inquisitor, who's a monster tactician, I think is what they call them. It's a subclass of them that's straight up baller. Cold Iron Dwarven War Axe +3. That's a weird-ass weapon. And this, of course, is Harem's Mace. We swapped it out for the Bane weapon. Matter of fact, let's actually give him that back. I don't even think we really needed him to actually hit that thing that hard. So, but now we probably are done with that thing. Yeah, well, we'll still hold on to it. But point is, we need to bounce out of here. And quick check to make sure the journal, there's not something that we need to do before we start heading over there to Varnhold. Again, Lost Brother, Varnhold Vanishing is our main stuff. We don't have anything for Sweet Teeth yet. Curse, got plenty of time for it. Simple Favor, still waiting on that Unicorn Horn. Honor and Duty, wait for news. That's where Lady Jamandi, I believe, is going to send us news to come and help her kick some ass over in a different territory. And yeah, other than that, it looks like everything else is straight up just upgrades for your capital. So, or for your territory, I should say. So we're good there. Let's bounce out of here, and again, let's reevaluate. Again, this is my core 3, me, the Sword Saint. I have, of course, the Monster Tactician. And here is the custom-made undead character, the Elder Scoundrel, so she does sneak attack damage. I have another undead, which is Jaethal, so again, she's actually pretty fun. But I do like to have a cleric with me, so you know I'm going to take either Tristan or Harem. And in this case, I'll probably take Tristan. The question is who do I take for my back ranks? Now, these guys are mostly front ranks here. She can be front ranks, but she's still a little squish. So I don't want to really push her up front if I don't have to just yet. She is good with the ray spells, so I'd rather kind of keep her in the back to bust out her spells. Jubilost, is a solid choice for back rank as well. I could do Knock Knock for some sneak attack. He's amazing for sneak attack. But then again, so is Octavia, and she's got more spells, and she's back rank. I can put Harem up in here, so he is literally front rank with these 3. And then I have these 3 for the back. So now who do I have in the back besides her? I could do Ekin. He's been doing solid damage. I can get Jubilost. His bombs are maze balls. Lindsay's reasonably okay. And that's about it. I could have Tristan, but I already have a cleric, so I don't really need 2. I suppose I could take him instead of Harem, but then I need someone in the front. So if I replace Harem with Tristan, I'd probably want to take Knock Knock or one of the other meleeers. So I'm cool with what we have here. I don't know that we need a specific party composition. What I mean is I don't know that someone going to have a quest out there like, oh, hey, bring me. And I don't think that's a thing. At least I don't know that I have that problem. So if we have to, we have to. But we still, like I said, have 6 days to dink around. So what we're going to do is teleport to here. And this is, what is this? Silvershire. Booth. Quick save this mess. And let's go to Precipice Trail first, shall we? Again, we only have 6 days to mess around with, so we don't have a lot of time to run to everything. We'll hit several of the closer ones and probably hop back and then come back again. Oh, looks like we may hit Ghost Stone as well. Here's Precipice Trail. And again, we are looking for Little Sullen Source. All kinds of cool stuff. Alright, so we don't know where there's tough maps or big map areas, so we have to kind of rely on the size of the map to kind of dictate some stuff for us. For instance, looks like we're okay for size. You know, maybe 1, 2. If you take this cube that you have here, or this square, basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe squares all together. We'll go light. We'll do a delayed poison communal. Good old Juby. It's great for that. And that'll allow us to just do some stuff. I'm actually going to also buff up for a weapon, just so I have it done now. And it gives me the ability to reactivate my Arcane Strike. You see that? So that's extremely useful for me. Yeah, and already we're seeing this is not that big of an area. It looks like there might be an upper area, so maybe a cave. Something just got ripped in half. What is that thing? Is that a boar? Looks like a boar. That thing just got decimated, so this might be a tougher fight than I'm thinking. That might be a good indication that we should buff up a little bit. So let's actually do just the tiniest bit. Just so Dora isn't better. We'll give her a little bit of help as well. That's good enough for now. Quick save.
I'm off.
All buns, ladies. Alright, going this way. So far, no traps. Always a good sign. Not much in the way of treasure. It's a bad sign. But we clearly have a cave. Now, the question is going to be how fast we're going to get jumped. And again, I can't answer that. Now, because we know we're going to get something in here, we might as well start summoning something. So let's get out her wolves. Okay. That didn't spark any problems.
In due time.
Go ahead. found something big. Oh, those mature Athacs again. This is going to straight up suck. Okay. Octavia, where are you at, honey bear? She's right here. She can do sneak attacks. Notice that she has her impromptu sneak attack on. This thing straight pisses me off that it's always on. So so let me explain. All right, first, it helps to explain by going to her class. So she is a arcane trickster as a epic class, if you will. They call them prestige classes in this game, but basically it's the same difference. So she's enough wizard and enough rogue to unlock what she needs to be an arcane trickster. She's going to go all the way to level 10 here, which will be 3, 4, so level 14. She'll actually be done with this class finally, because it only goes 10 levels. But part of the reason for going this is not only the extra sneak attack as well as full spell progression, she also gets these wonderful impromptu sneak attack toggles, where she can literally activate them and just be awesome. So she already has it activated though. See that? And it's nothing I can do about it, because literally if I shut it off, then she just wasted this round on it, because she should have 3, not 2. So it's already on, and therefore it's already wasting one, so I almost have to do something like shoot this bastard. So stagger step up here, and might as well hit him with something. I think she can get him with this. Oh, this time it actually did use it. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it doesn't activate until after she casts her spell. Alright, my bad, my bad. Dora. We're basically all getting a free round to beat on this bastard. You see this? So, might as well just charge in and wail on the bastard. Oof, that was a nice 73 damage. He's at half health already. Proto. Now you can delay your turn past Eliza, because I want Eliza to get up here and ninjutsu this son of a bitch. So you can charge on in with a nice solid 27, and Boogeyman scared him. Nope, he passed that check. No problem. Now Proto can do a 5-foot stutter step, or not, and then shoot with the crossbow once, and get sneak attack because we got 2 people on him. She would have been able to anyway, because it's the surprise round, but I like making sure. Doggos are going to try to do something here, but they're not going to get a chance to do anything. Problem is, Octavia is going to be the one that gets a round next round. So if we want to take this doofus out, we really need to take this doofus out. It's ASAP. Now his bombs may reach. Let's find out. Yep. Oh yeah. That's to our benefit. Because he can just straight up nuke the bastard. Good job, Juby. Dubelos is the man, as we all know. So now we're just looking for treasure. Let's see here. On a fight like that, if we were not as OP as we are right now, what I would have done is I would have let the pets go in first. Literally just shot them from distance with spells and whatnot. I got a Psi +2. That's nothing we care about, but it's there. Stuff to sell. Oh, and his body, of course. Oh, he had Belt of Physical Might +4. Let's see what that thing does. So, that is a Strength Con. Okay, now, you'll notice that I have a 2, 2, and a 2 belt. It's a Belt of Physical Perfection +2. There's a Belt of Physical Perfection 2, 4, 6, and even 8. Again, the 8th one you can probably buy in that next chapter I was talking about. It's going to be pricey. But that's a solid 8, 8, and 8 added to all these 3 stats. That's going to be amazeballs. And definitely giving it to my main character. But she has Physical Perfection 2, 2, and 2 as well. But Dex is not necessarily her thing. It's not that she doesn't need it. She gets touch armor class bonus from it, from the extra dexterity dodge. Flat-footed doesn't help her one bit, but armor class helps as well. So dexterity helps in these 2 stats. But it's only 1 point. Whereas if I gave her the strength belt, the one that's a 4 and a 4, her con goes up, so more hit points. She gets more fortitude, then as a result, her strength goes up 2 more points, so it goes to a +5, and her damage then would be better. You see the point? Now, having said that, Harem, he's rocking the Belt of Physical Might, basically the watered-down version of this one. So I'm okay with giving that to him. Let's do so. So he's now stronger. He has more con, and therefore more hit points, more fortitude. And again, he's got crappy armor in that he has to rely on armor. But that's okay. I do have a cloak here. I need to see if anyone needs a cloak. I got the awesome one. She's got a good one. She's got a heroism cloak. This is another one of the heroism cloaks. So I'm actually going to take this off and put it on her. The reason for this is we can now cast a heroism spell once a day on that character. And that's a +2 to their saves, which is better than the cloak that she already had on her. So, this area is done. Easy peasy, pumpkin squeezy. We are traveling where? More south? Same general vicinity, I'm thinking. A little sip of coffee here to wake me up. Let's see, what do we got? We got super cool stuff like... Ghost Stone Little Selling Source. You know, I want to save the bottom for later. I know that there's more stuff down here that we're going to want to hit that's going to be like super important. So we'll probably hit these ones later. Let's actually head up here, see if we can get to Overgrown Cavern. Looks like we have to go that way. We can also collect this while we're doing it.
I need to catch my breath.
You're going to be fine, Kate. You're going to be fine.
A rest would be welcome.
A bunch of belly achers. Okay, now we got 3 of 6 people tired. I'm okay with a rest. And we did use up some spells, so... now let's make sure we put everyone where they need to be. So first off, we're using rations for sure. She's great at hunting. Nobody's going to beat her on that, right? That's correct. Okay, so she's definitely a hunter. Camouflage. Got a 31, a 10, and a 16. That's your job. I'm the best cook at 28, I'm fairly certain. Jubilos is a solid 23, though. Effective management. Camping time is reduced by 1 hour. That saves us some time. And remember, we are on a time crunch, so I'm okay with that. And you guys can do perception checks. You're reasonably good at 16 and 23. So we're good there. Now, the question is do we want to make a meal? We have the hearty meal, which is just the generic crap. Or we can do something special. As you can see, we brought a lot of different stuff. So we can do sweet pancakes, which gives us movement speed bonus for a day. We got jewel rice, movement for the day. Galt ragu. Duration extended for when you need to get, before you become tired. Onion soup. +1 bonus on all saving throws for the day. Same thing as this one up here, by the way, hearty meal. Remember, though, all these other ones, not counting hearty meal, all these other ones have a bonus to an individual person. Which means that some people, like, this is their favorite meal. And they get not only the bonus for, the, let's say, the movement speed for a day, like jewel rice gives them, but it gives them something else, something extra. And I don't know what that is. You can look up online, find that out. So, onion soup, rice and nut pudding. That sounds like something she would probably dig. And bonus movement. Let's do that one. Rice and nut pudding sounds like a fun one. And since my cooking is so good, I should pass it.
A dwarf rejecting Dorraj, a dwarf unable to forge a nail. I wouldn't be surprised to hear you don't enjoy ale.
No, I sometimes do bend my elbow. But much less now than in my bad days, after I ran away from my home, knowing no purpose or where I should go. If I had a stronger will, perhaps I would forego drinking completely.
That just sounds like a bad idea. Now, how much time did it take? Alright. And we have another something in our camp to deal with, but again, we're going to go back by the 23rd anyway. There's not a whole lot we can do. So, we'll have to wait till that 23rd, really. Where are we going here? We have... Oh, this is that encampment. First, let's buff up.
So, any brilliant ideas?
Delay. Seeing visible communion for the whole team. That alone should be enough. We can put this on Juby because he already has it. Why not? It's a solid +2 to his swing. So let's see. Hey, who's that walking over there? A barbarian standing guard at the cave entrance calls over to you coarsely. It's dangerous to walk around here. Better turn back. Guard looks to you with their hands on their weapons, waiting for an answer. Diplomacy. I'm just a traveler looking for a safe place to spend the night. Please let me in. Intimidate check. This is your only warning. Let me in or I'll force my way in. Bribe the guards. Attack, which screw that. I'm the local baron, which will probably get us a safe walkthrough. I don't want to do the diplomacy lie. I'm good with the intimidate, and we'll pass it unless we fail it miserably. So let's do the intimidate. This is your only warning. Let me in or I'll force my way in. Succeed. Hey, easy now. We have a cave full of fighters here. You want in? Enter. But if you're looking for trouble, it may be closer than you thought. 180 XP. Barbarian turns away, feigning indifference. So these are barbarians. Okay. Of course, make sure to hammer on that tab button. See if there's hidden treasure. Now, I don't know if we rob these guys if they get pissed. That could be a thing. So that might be something to keep an eye on. It's actually quick save. So we can test this theory. They don't seem to care that we're stealing from them.
Done.
Awesome. Braces of armor. Not that we need them, but there's sell material. Some shrooms. Where's that other one? I know I found something else. Yeah, here we go. Ooh, another ancient scrap. That's going to be an awesome piece of gear when we finally get it done. What do you guys got here? A Bolga, a barbarian, another barbarian. Let's swing over here. Take the edible moss from the cave. If we ask these guys to go, I'm worried that they're going to take their treasure with them too, so that's why I'm kind of robbing them first. Fine. Bolga. What a Bolga. Half-orc woman sits by the fire. Her clothes are made of leather and fur, matching the rest of the barbarian. She frowns as she slides her finger along a map, crudely drawn on a crumpled sheet of paper. She lifts her gaze as she notices you. Huh, guess, who are you? If you're a friend, take a seat by the fire and let's talk. I'm Bolga from the Tiger Lord's tribe. I lead this group. The Spriggans who lived in this cave are under my protection. Please leave so they can return to their home. We can get to that in a minute here. Tell me about Numeria. Numeria is the land with adamantine in its soil, and its people have adamantine in their hearts. The barbarian starts solemnly, then her tone shifts, and since we have bugger all beyond adamantine and courage, we just trade what we've got, she laughs. Do you know anything about the situation at Varnhold? Varnhold, where's that? The barbarian looks down at her map and finds a rough sketch of the area. No idea. We've never been there. Okay, so there's not responsible for that. What are you doing here? We're looking for some ruins or a cave or something. I don't really know. Only Dugoth knows exactly what we're looking for. He's a cleric and he's our leader on this expedition. Well, him and the sisters. Have you found anything of interest? It'd be nice if we had. So far it's just dirt, crap, and monsters. Like we don't get enough of that back in Numeria. We found this hole and the monsters that were living here. We took a beating doing it, but we managed to kick them out. Then after we searched the place, we found out it's just a regular cave, nothing of note. After a day or so, we'll probably head out and keep searching. Where might I find Dugoth and these sisters? They're in our main camp here. Bolga points at a cross on her map. If you're looking to hire us or have some other business, come visit. It'd be much better than digging around in the dirt around here. Kelid Barbarian Camp has been revealed. Who are these sisters? They're witches who serve Armagh. They seem to know a lot about the world history, gods, and even the worlds, even other worlds. They're pretty smart talkers. You'd hardly believe the things they know. And they have these strange, unimaginable spells. When Armagh ordered us to pack up for this expedition, we thought we'd be marching for a month, but they just waved their hands. Whoosh! A tunnel of multicolored lights opened before us. The trip took us just 1 hour. Can you imagine it? I wouldn't be surprised if you can't. A tunnel of many colors. Doesn't that sound familiar? Because it sure sounds familiar to me. I didn't know there were half-orcs among the Numerian barbarians. The barbarian shrugs. The orcs have lands nearby. A lot can happen between two neighboring peoples. Are you a chieftain? Me? No. Just seasoned enough to lead a group. Our chieftain is Armagh, the Twiceborn. Twiceborn? That's something from that Fey puzzle, remember? The Jubilos. It's probably good that he's with us for this shit. Bolga says the name proudly as though expecting a recognition or awe. He's back home in Numeria right now. What's your chieftain known for? Long ago he was the greatest of the Numerian chieftains and Gorham's chosen. That's a god. Armagh was so strong no mortal could strike him down. It was only when Pharasma herself challenged him to a battle that he fell, and only because of her divine power. But now Armagh shamed her and came back from the afterlife. That's gotta piss her off. Great Armagh leads the Tiger Lords once more, now as Armagh the Twiceborn, and soon word of our exploits will spread all over Avestan. The Spriggans who lived in this cave are under my protection. Please leave so they can return to their home. The barbarian jaw drops in surprise. Well, what? Those ugly things? Are you crazy? So we have an intimidate check, a diplomacy check, a bluff check, and notice that each one is a level lower. But let's just read them just so we can get an idea. Well, the Spriggans will return soon, and they won't be alone. They're bringing trolls, cyclops, and giants with them. I can negotiate a peaceful solution, but only if this cave is empty. Or I can say, I'm quite sane. Please try to understand. When you ousted the Spriggans, you created a serious political issue that I need to resolve. Or I have no time for games. Leave now while I'm still in the mood to ask politely. I'm not going to do the intimidate one because I do want to make friends with these people. So I'm going to do the diplomacy one. And again, we'll pass any of these. Again, unless a nat 1 screws us over. Diplomacy. I'm quite sane. Please try to understand. When you ousted the Spriggans, you created a serious political issue that I need to resolve. Succeeded. The Barbarian shrugs. Well, sounds odd, but alright. We weren't planning on staying long anyway. Pack up, everyone. We're leaving. 67 XP for the team. Well, alright. Now, I think this cave is clear and we're allowed to actually do stuff here like camp. I don't know that we should come back here later to talk to the guys that we gave them their cave back. That might be a thing. But we definitely robbed the place, so I'm happy with that. Let's bounce. We could, of course, use it as a resting zone, I suppose. But we just have to burn up rations to do so. Okay. But that was successful. Oh, by the way, I never did check to see if we got any bonus from that food that we ate. Besides the typical 5-foot movement speed stuff. So let's take a look at that, right? So, wow, that wore off already? What? That's trippy. Oh, there it is. Oh, she did it. Yeah, personal favorite. See what I'm saying? So this is what she normally gets. Everyone gets the rice and nut pudding. Eating a rice and nut pudding provides you plus 5 movement speed bonus for a day. And then she, because it's her favorite, she gets plus 1d6 sneak attack damage bonus from spells for a day. That's awesome. I like that they added that stuff to the game. Alright, how do we get to you, you little bastard? Alright, let's head here. Oh, and where is the Kelid? Oh, there's the Kelid Barbarian Camp. You see it? It's in the corner here. You can barely make it out. That's where they're holed up. We'll go there later. Random encounter on the road. What up, yo? Noble Barbarian. Small but well-armed group moves across the flatlands. Tattoos, leather and fur clothing, bone amulets at the belts. These are barbarians. Kelids, to be precise, probably from neighboring Numeria or maybe lands even further north. They stop when they see you, hands on their weapons and frowns on their faces. Who are you then? What do you want? The barbarian watches you sternly, their hands still on their weapons. Perception check pass. One of your people seems to be sick. Can I help? Sick barbarian. We don't need your help. The Kelid starts, his voice grim, but he's interrupted when one of the barbarian women begins coughing uncontrollably. They don't look so good, man. If you don't need it, just shut up so I can. The barbarian woman breaks into another short coughing fit, then spits on the ground. The phlegm is blue. I'm not going to die for your pride. Yes, I'm sick. Caught blue spit somewhere in the barrens. Don't worry, I don't think it's catching. If you heal me, I can pay in gold. Neutral good. Heal the barbarian, no charge. No, none of that. We're not beggars and we're not out for charity. The barbarian woman forces several coins into your hand. 469 coins in my hand, no less. And that was a neutral good action. After you heal the woman's disease, she breathes in deeply, relishing the sensation. Wow, thank you. It was a nasty thing. Let me tell you. Won't let you take breath in or let gases out. I'm Nober. We're from Numeria, part of the Tiger Lords tribe. We're just minding our own business here, not looking to pick a fight. We don't want any trouble and we're not after anyone. From Numeria, you're pretty far from home. Not so far. The Tiger Lords travel around a lot, from the World Wound to Eobaria. Hell, these lands were once practically home to us. We used to clear them damn Fae from the gnarl marches on a regular basis. Well, now we're here again. That's the nomad life for you. See, never know where you'll find yourself tomorrow. Do you know anything about the situation at Varnhold? Varnhold, never heard of it. Whatever's going on there, we got nothing to do with it. What are you searching for? The Kelid frowns. No idea, really. Dorraj just said we should search for caves and ancient ruins, and he'd tell us if it was what we were looking for. You ask me, we're just wasting our time out here, but Chieftain knows best. Now, those are what I call good assistants. Dutiful, prompt, and aware of their own intellectual limitations. Why can't I ever find assistants like that? Maybe I should have pursued a career as a barbarian chieftain. Who's Dorraj? An old cleric. He's seen a lot, he knows a lot, and it seems like he's the only one who has any idea what the hell we're looking out for out here. Are you the only group from Numeria here? You kidding? Of course not. Our main camp's over the hills there. If you're feeling gutsy, come pay us a visit. Have you found anything interesting in the area? My wish. We've been searching the area for days now, but all we found was a cave with some grim-faced half-men. No ancient ruin, no treasures, not a damn thing. Tell me about Nymeria. Ugh, I hate this question. Well, Nymeria's a hard land made for hard people. Ages ago, stars rained from the sky and left a bunch of chunks of sky metal across the land. Some as small as your finger, others big as a mountain. Lots of the chunks just sit still and do nothing, and we mine them for adamantine. Others make monsters or diseases or radiation and stuff like that. Technicology. Nober spits the last word almost like a curse. You don't like technology? Why would I? Bad enough it brings us so much trouble on its own, but it also attracts villains from all over Avestan, like flies to a steaming pile of shit. That Technic League alone, ugh. Tell me about your tribe. The Tiger Lords are an ancient and glorious tribe, one of the strongest in all Nymeria. We used to own half the Stolen Lands ourselves, but that was a long time ago, back in the time of Great Armagh. But now that the spirit of Armagh's been reborn into the body of our new chieftain, you mark me. Word of our heroic deeds will spread across Galerion once again. Safe travels. Peace out. You lost losers. Alright. So. Oh, and I want treasure. Oh, not treasure. Herbs. Yeah, I'll take it. Whatevs. We can either use it or we can sell it.
I'm off.
Okay. So. Not here. Beat it. Makes it. You're gonna make me walk all the way to the back, aren't you? Ooh, but there's stuff, though. Thank you for that. I'll take that, and I'll take this edible moss. Cool, cool.
I do what I must.
Alright. I'm getting a lot of those ancient Cyclops coins. It's gonna be nice when we finally sell all that stuff. Where are we now? Right, moving on. Hoping Rotten Cave has an opening down here too. Nope, sadly not. How are we doing for time? A day and 4 hours to get back here. So 20, so we're still fine. Let's do this one. Hopefully this isn't going to be a big map either. We can get to another area after this. I think maybe one more and that's about it. That's all we probably got in us. Oh, where the hell are we at? Map-wise, we are... Oh, tall map. Okay.
My
Jubiloth.
skills are getting rusty.
No, Harem.
Sorry, was lost in thought.
Oh, well, okay, Harem, you don't have shit. Oh, I haven't probably put your spells away, have I? No, I have not. Alright, let's pull out this one. We got that one already here. Let's pause this so I don't accidentally do something stupid like start a combat. Resist energy, communal, got that. Oh, magical investment. Okay, here we go. Move these guys up. Spell magic for some utility. Death Ward, got that slotted. Protection from communal, got that. Let's get our restoration up. And divine power, that's more of an attack buff, so I'm going to put that one there. And of course here is our freedom of movement, which he doesn't need on himself because he has that mace, by the way, that benefits him all the time. And breath of life, definitely don't want to forget that. I'm going to put that over here. That one, he's even got acidic spray on his build. He's actually quite powerful. As much as I bitch about how I hate Harem. Let's put the heal over here, because heal can be used just like harm. Heal can be used to damage, but undead, obviously. So there's always a choice there. Let's move these to there. We got anything else for you, bro? Ah, we got Destructive Aura now. It's one of his clerical abilities, just like his Chaos Blade and his Touch of Chaos, which is this mess over here. We never seem to use them, but you never know. Alright. Yeah, so he can't buff us or anything. Let's get her cloak buff.
Battles await. Damn.
You see the heroism that we can cast on ourselves.
Damn.
Again, nice solid +2 to their swing, +2 to other kinds of other stuff as well.
Follow
So,
if you dare.
and since
It's
I'm
time to act.
definitely the front leader, I definitely want to buff my weapon and make sure that I have my togs on.
In due time.
Now, the downside of having the Inquisitor that we have is she doesn't get any judgments. Judgments are sacred buffs that they get to put on themselves. They start off, they have a laundry list to choose from, which is extremely versatile. But then they can only pick one in every combat. So the choices, I'm not going to go in there just yet. I want to explore the whole outside map first. The choice is, you know, do you want to have a better swing? Do you want to have more damage when you hit? Do you want to have damage reduction? Do you want to protect from elemental damage? Do you want to regenerate damage? And again, it lasts for the entire combat. You only get so many castings of those in a day, but once you rest, they're poof, they're all back again. When you get to a high enough level, not only can you pick one, you can actually activate 2 at a time. And again, that's a pretty awesome buff then, because I can like buff her damage and her attack bonus, for instance. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the bottom one here, the middle one here first. That was clearly the first one that they wanted us to go into. Like I said, though, the problem with the type of Inquisitor we have is we don't get that. We get the ability to summon those pets. That's amazing. But there's some boss fights where pets actually are a liability. This would not be one of those times.
I will not falter.
And engage in combat. Dora's turn. I'll buff up with a shield spell.
This will
Try
hurt.
over here and engage this guy. Can't swing at him. It's the surprise round. Proto, you can hit him. Let's do a 5-foot stutter step to the air. He's got 2 crossbow shots. That didn't do any good. How tough are these guys? Oh, they got the primal 20% miss chance. Okay, well I can show you how we can counter that. After they wail on our pups. Eliza doesn't have a turn officially, you see, because she already has used her action to summon these things. So she can't even summon her little bombs. So she can move, and that's about all she can do. But she can help me flank this guy, so that's at least something. Okay, now here's Octavia's turn. Have her do a 5-foot stutter step this way. And see if we can hit him with a nice little snowball. Sneak attack, loser. And sadly, she doesn't have her sneak attack bonus from that meal anymore. But she does 66 plus 6 sneak attack damage right now per hit. It's a solid, solid upgrade. Oh, and by the way, how was the check on that hit? 9 flat-footed. That's a weak character. That's awesome for us. Harem. Might as well have him stutter step this direction. And he has bone shakers. Just straight auto hit. They won't do like amazing damage, but 12 is still solid. Jubilo's turn. Now this is where we get to have some fun. Jubilos up here. Look at his bombs. If I hover over it, it shows the yellow marker, letting you know how far he can shoot those things. So if we activate it like so, I can have him start chucking bombs at this doofus. 1. Direct hit. And another miss. But it's okay, Juby. Still did damage. The puppies are doing their job to slow things down. Now this guy's dead already. Okay, cool. So now it's Dora's turn. Come over here, Dora, and charge this fool. Nice hit. And I believe I intimidated him. Intimidate check successful. Which means it's going to be easier for other characters to hit him. And they're at a penalty because they're shaken to their swing. So that's nice. Eliza. Let's do a charge. Bam. Solid hit there. So got some bludgeoning damage from flanking him, basically. Specific feat that she has for tactics. One of the things that this game, I must admit, heavily stresses is tactical combat. There's a lot of feats that are specifically, if you have it and they have it and you're standing side by side, you get this bonus and so do they. It's an amazing feature if you're into that sort of thing. You don't have to be, but it does make a lot of fights reasonably trivial. And if you're going to be on unfair mode, which we are not, we're playing not normal mode, but we're pretty darn close to what's considered normal. Normal mode is weirdly the bad guys do like 80% damage instead of 100%, and that makes no sense to me. I set everything to 100% to crits like normal, and typical stuff like that. And that makes sense to me, and I'll keep doing it that way. And since that's more pen and paper rules like Dungeons and Dragons, or Pathfinder for that matter, I'm okay with that. Got that guy. Good job. So, like I said, I'm okay with...
Do not hold back.
1, 2... Oh, got him 2 out of 3 times. I'll have to take that. Octavia. Hit him with a snowball again. Oh, you die, lizard. What was I talking about? I can't remember now. Damn it. Fight got me all a tizzy.
Follow if you dare.
We have... Let's see. We have those feats I was talking about for her.
I'm there.
That are tactical training stuff. And again, I'm happy to play modified normal difficulty, so it's, again, more in line with pen and paper. But I'm not about to go for the 3 harder levels. Well, maybe 1 of the harder levels, but they really stack up to being unfair. Not counting the name being unfair. I'm just saying that as far as being not accurate depictions of the bad guys. They're like extra tough bad guys. Like ridiculously tough. Like every stat they have is like another +2. And they give them like another +2 on top of that for like armor and damage and chance to hit you, and it just skyrockets quickly into straight up screwing you over. And I'm not a fan. So I have seen people play it that way, and I have played it that way, and that was okay. There's a lot of scum saving to get to the point where you could, you know, get to a level where you don't have to worry about it quite so much, but you can still get one-shot critted and just be like, well, that just straight up sucked. So why you would ever want to play this game on the hardest difficulty? And by the way, not only is there the hardest difficulty, but there's also the Iron Man where you only get like 1 save. Oh, you see, we're getting shocked. So Smart Man would be the one that buffs up for electricity protection. Like so. 7 loser.
I'm there.
And notice we are moving extra slow because we are in the rain. Extra torrential downpour. Got a cow pissing on a flat rock. You're trying to kill us. Now, we have... Doesn't appear to be anything here. I'm assuming the rain is a staple here because we are getting electrocuted. So I'm just assuming that it's always going to be you can't out-rest it kind of thing. It's like come back at a later time. Because in the real game, well, in the normal maps, it can rain as well. I've never seen it rain this bad though. I'm not freaked out yet. I'm waiting for that. Yep, there it is. See, I'm waiting for that big bad peek around the corner. Thunder Vine. Thank God we got 3 Okay. So, we definitely need a buff.
I'm always ready.
She and me are the toughest 2 characters that we have as far as best armor. And I can tell you from experience that Thunder Vine, we are not going to be able to solo that shit. So, you can get a little freaky with it and kick yourself. I mean, it's still a monster. But it's a monster that's mean. There's just only one thing to say. It's got straight up asses. And the trick is, in my opinion, straight up just the balls to walk into his ass. Since we're on a 14, it's less of a problem. Give me a quick second. Okay, we're back. I just want to make sure that I had dropped the camera. Audio. So here's Eliza. Again, easier stuff is buff us, debuff it. It's an automatic move. Gotta love prayer spell. And again, like I said, she'll try to tank it. But she didn't tank it. Well, also, we don't have any delay poison arcs. That was a bad idea. Can I straight up slow you this? I can. I will do so. Aram. better stuff this way. Can you hit it? This. Oh, that actually. 1 in 21. Okay, look at that. So fire resistance of 20. Oh, actually cut it in half. See that? And then it cut it down to 20. Wow. Oh no, it cuts it in half. Sorry, take that back. It cuts it in half because half damage is divine, half is fire. That's right. Sorry. But yeah, he's not immune to divine damage, but he is 20 resistant to fire. So that means fire spells are less than attack him like we want. But Jubilant, he's a sexy beast with these damn bombs. Let's move him forward. Get him, bro. If you can. Chuck it. Yeah, sneak attack damage is beautiful. And the knockdown is better. That's why we love the force bombs. Jubilant, damn, he took him out himself. You monster. Alright, now this is why we have our undead lady with us. She can actually summon Skeletors. Not only is she a sneak attacker, but she has pets of her own. She's had that from level 1. That's a trick of my mom's. Not a trick, but well, we kind of cheesed it, but it's not the point. Point is it was totally worth getting. And she's had those since like level 1, which has been baller. For this little bastard, I am going to hit him with a cold spell. That does damage. Yeah, it does. So it might have been reduced though. Yep, sure was. Not much. 7 points. Oh, 7 and 3, 10. It's probably got a 10. That's okay. Eliza's turn. Let's hit him with some acid. He doesn't seem to be resistant to acid. Be completely wrong.
We shall overcome.
Okay, Dora. Buff your weapon up. You need to make sure that weapon is buffed. Can you charge this fool? Can. That's solid damage too. Harem. He has this awesome Bone Shatter ability. Let's see if he's got bones in his body. He does. He's got a solid 46 damage, and he failed his check. Now that's important for a couple of reasons. Oh wow, he crit. Nice. When you hit him with Bone Shatter, the spell, if they succeed in their saving throw, they take half damage and they're fatigued instead of exhausted. If they fail, like he did, then he's exhausted. He may be immune to exhausted, but we can check that by doing the little icon here and check it. See, he says exhausted there. Slow, exhausted, prayer, power attack, fast healing, poisonous aura. Oh my. Are we getting poisoned? We need to drop it quickly. Got him while he was standing up. Your team. That poison aura though. Oh, we got another room too. That poison aura though is straight up bull honky, man, because that shit will just tear you apart. Now, I'm gonna come over here to check to make sure we ain't got treasure. I know, come on guys. Alright. I trust it. Oh wait. Trust that I'm not paying attention. That's a Menace Storm. Light Hammer. +2, Thundering, which means it does sonic damage on hit. Menace Storm. Oh, let's get out of this mess. Next map. Come on. There we go. Okay, back to what we're saying. Menace Storm, huh? Where the hell are you? A, it's worth a decent money. Thundering Lighthammer grants the wielder Sonic Resistance 10. Ooh, ring-a-ding-ding. I have never seen anyone even hit me with sonic damage except for maybe the random cleric. Boring. We'll sell that shit. That's okay. That's why we sell it. Oh, we got a level up too. Did you see? Did you see? Did you? Did you see? I didn't see it. Right there. That shit. So again, we're taking her Arcane Trickster all the way. Another impromptu sneak attack for her every day. That's going to be helpful. And the impromptu sneak attack allows her to basically sneak attack stuff that is not at the sneak attack. You haven't met all the conditions. Hence impromptu. You literally just like, I know I want to sneak attack you. Okay. And boom in the face. So that's pretty fun. Now we finally got Use Magic Device to catch up with the other stuff. So might as well start working on World just because she also is an intelligent character. So these are her two main stats, are Arcane World and Dexterity, so Trickery. We could go more mobility, more stealth, but she has spells. I'm not worried about those things all that much. Now we missed out on her favorite prestige class. You have to pick these up before you actually go into your prestige class. So that was my mistake. We can get a mage tattoo for transmutation though. She does not have that yet, and that's actually a pretty solid idea, I think. Hide other levels. We are at level, what? 5. So we have these spells already. Okay, solid spells. But notice something. She is a transmuter. That's why these ones are green. Notice this one is also green, even though it's an evocation. So this is part of my mod. It's a mistake. It's an added spell. Because they're not coded, the game just assumes, oh, these must be spells that are part of her list. It's not. It's an evocation spell, so it should be a normal color. So try not to put those in the slots. It'll let you do it. Remember, she gets a free spell every level. That's a transmutation spell if she has one available. So you could put this one in there, but that is cheating, so I won't do that. And she has other spell slots besides, so I'm just saying, something to think about. Cloud Kill's awesome. I like that. Constricting Coils could come in handy. Shadow Evocation is awesome, and that has a lot of utility. Remember, it's like 4 different spells or 5 different spells in one. But if we really want to get creepy, we can get like some Hold Monster, Constricting Coils, Dominate Person, some Constricting Coils. That's a fun one. Paralysis spell. And again, because we leveled her up, we want to make sure to upgrade her spell book. I'll take a Fireball that's intensified, so it does more damage. And by the way, you can... oh, I was going to... No, actually, take that back. Let's check the Battering Blast. It says that we can intensify it. Actually, I think that's wrong. But we'll try it. And I need to have... these snowballs replaced with the good snowballs. These are the intensified ones, so these will do 10d6 of damage for her now that she's level 10. That's amazing. So we got paralysis spells in Icy Prison, apparently, and I didn't even realize it. So let's grab Dragon's Breath for some utility. 4 different elemental types. Sounds good to me. Alright, let's quick save that. Moving on.
In due time.
What you got in your cave? Another doorway. Man, there's too many doors here. Remember to keep hammering on that tab button. Never know when you're going to miss some treasure. Holding the tab button down will light it up like a Christmas tree. A room full of nothing. Really? Wow, that's lame. Where does this one take us? Excuse me. Rotate. Come on, team. Alright, definitely a new map.
I'm there. Interesting.
Oh my. See the Oakenhide Poisonous Manticore Treant? Let's get away from that. We have traps no less in this area, so we have to be a little careful here. Now, I do not have my traps. Your default settings of your game, traps are usually set to pause the game when you spot a trap so no one walks into it, is the idea. But I specifically have shut them off. Because, again, someone made a comment about how it's not fair. What was I just saying? About how it's not fair that people are sipping around. And just because someone says, hey, a trap, doesn't mean everyone can stop on a dime. Okay, we got another thing down here.
Follow if you dare.
That was definitely a nasty hit, though. And we have a cleric, so we really should be healing up here. So let's do that before... Oh, I forget. Now, the downside is you can't heal her with this spell. With his, not spell, excuse me, channel positive energy healing. Because she's undead. So we have to get around that another way. So how do we get around that? We have the ability to heal her with inflict wounds stuff. So first let's cheese crostata with flour, cheese, and chamblateuse. Copy that recipe. We give Jubilos potions of inflict wounds, which look like the black ones. Okay. Now the reason we give it to him, he's not going to drink them because that would be dumb. But he can pour them down her throat, and he has a buff to the spells that are cast through potions. so she heals more, is the point. Normally it would do 1 to 8 points of healing for her, plus 1, because the potion is set to caster level 1. Jubilos has a feat that allows him to cast the spell, if you will, at his caster level. Which, of course, this one has a maximum of plus 5, as you see. So its minimum is going to be plus 6 for her for healing, maximum of 13. And again, one more will top her off. She only needs 3, so we know she's going to be good. But again, solid stuff. And again, it should have been more than 3. But, again, so that caps her off at 3. So let's get up here and pick these traps now, or disable these traps.
I did as you asked.
Instead of being the damn fool that I was walking into them in the first place, like a blame idiot while I was telling you about don't doing that.
I see something.
Wow, we got all kinds of traps up here.
No, I'm embarrassed.
You can do it, Octavia.
Done and done.
I'm going to have everyone go to stealth so that she can sneak up here without arousing any monsters, hopefully.
I did as you asked.
I'm there.
Dispatch those fools!
Oop, we got surrounded here. Poisonous primal. Anyone show up behind us? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, good. Octavia gets to go first. That's some good news. Where are you at, Octavia? Back here. Okay, so she is a stone's throw away from this doofus. Let's have her 5-foot stutter step in that direction. And now, can she hit it with a... Looks like she can. A nice snowball spell. Boom. Sneak attack damage. Very nicely done. What was his? Flat-footed 9. Okay, good. So touch attacks are solid.
A
Lost,
fine
and you know
use
what that
of my
means.
talents.
This thing needs to die. Oh. Ah, loser. Ooh, still ain't dead. Proto. Snowball. No, we need you to do a 5-foot stutter step to do that, right? Yep. Just barely. Ooh, got the sneak attack on too. Dora, I need you, sir, to charge this one.
This spell works
No,
differently.
just go over there. Eliza, can you charge this fool?
Attack!
Or go the
Strike
completely
as
wrong
one.
direction? Jackass. Harem. He can summon skeletons, so that's, I think, what we're going to do here. There we go. Because they made most of it straight out. Oh, that one died over here for trying to get up. Okay, Octavia's turn now. Step up here, Octavia. Use your telekinetic fist on this fool. But she can sneak attack with that too. It doesn't do much damage, but the sneak attack alone is amazing. Okay. Jubilost. Reach it with your bombs. Not quite. 5-foot stutter step. Did that get you there? I think so, yes.
Clever ploy.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Boom. That's why we bring Jubilost. Jubilost is the man. Sneak attack. No sneak attack. Dora. Charge that fool. Oh, that's a 66.
Do
Liza.
not hold back.
Smackety smackety. Bring it. There it is. Oof. Harem, your turn, sir. Can you charge it? You can. Yeah, do 24 damage. Go through the doors. Wow, you even got a crit on his ass. Alright, I'm gonna fire beam the hell out of this thing. That'll do it. That will do it. And again, a black fur cloak. We'll check that out here, Mo. What else do we find here? It's just monster fights. Just random monster problems.
I do what I must.
Just, oh, we still haven't gotten here yet. Okay. It's a weird little area. Where do we save that? Like I said, Jubilost is one of those characters, once you get those force bombs and fast bombs, which is a feat that allows him to throw as fast as he has attack bonus. Otherwise, he's limited to 1 every combat round. So fast bombs, rapid shots, and I think 2-weapon fighting improved to weapon fighting and stuff like that actually works on him. So you literally can just like spam like 6 bombs in a row on a target, just screw him over. Now it burns through his bombs wicked fast, but what else were you going to use them for? And if it's a boss that needs to die, would you rather hit him like 6 times in a row in one combat round from one dude that has a really good chance of hitting him? I know I would. So again, there's reasons to want to do that. And there's feats for extra bombs too, so you can get like an extra 4 bombs a day. Good lord, this place leads everywhere. I'm gonna get lost on my way back.
Follow if you dare.
And again, a map of nothing. Really? What is the whole purpose of a map of nothing? Such a strange thing. I almost feel like we should be here at a different time. But we don't know that, so just press on it. Let us in, so, you know, I guess I just trust that we're supposed to be here. Oh, hell, it did teleport us somewhere else. Where the hell are we? Oh, snap, dude. We may have a problem here. Actually, let's go this way. Looks like we can get
Need to catch my breath.
back to here. Try to avoid that fight. Thank you. Yeah, looks like we can. Okay, good. Now we're on the path that we know.
Would be welcome.
Okay, I want to get back to base here. It's going to take a day and some change. And we're going to have to rest because people are tired. So it's going to be a day and some change and then some. So probably be right around the 22nd. Remember, we want to be back by the 23rd. And we already have a red flag or something. So let's get a quick gander around what the hell's going on in our base. Something going on. Knock Knock has something in mind. Your goblin acquaintance is causing a ruckus in the castle. God damn you, Knock Knock. Oh, this guy. That's what it is. Continue. Okay, let's rest. Manage that. Use the rations. Sounds good. I don't need the rice and nut pudding. Let's just go back to the hearty meal. So we're about to burn a day in our castle.
I concern myself tirelessly about our mission's success. I think 3 steps ahead, just so that our expedition can reach its goal. And what do I hear in return? Unprovoked insults.
All you care about is your hide and your comfort, Juby. You don't care about anyone else. I've seen too many like you.
You two play nice now. Don't make me separate you. I will turn this party around and head right back to our castle. Alright. Anyway, we're rested up. Going back to castle. Like I said, it's probably going to ding the 22nd. And again, it's the 23rd that we need to be there for. So it'll be a perfect opportunity for us to just be there, skip a day, and then poof. We can go back out on the open road. So, good deal. And it gives us a chance to do whatever this is. Talk to Knock Knock, I guess. Well, knockers. Say something nice to me. Probably a quest. Oh, I wonder if this is his quest. One of his quests. First off, we have Keston. Your Grace, Keston coughs politely. The goblin, the one you found, has asked to see you. He claims you are in need of training. I think he is rather in need of a bath. Several. Okay. Lawful good. He helped us against the goblin tribes. I think I should return the favor. So what do you got to say for yourself, Knock Knock? Nice hat, by the way. Knock Knock strides in as best as his short legs can manage. Then his gait slows, then stops as he takes in the throne room. His eyes and ears swivel independently, as if trying to take every direction in at once. After scanning the area around him, he looks upward and squints as if uncertain if there's a ceiling above him or not. He stands still, swaying slightly, eyes affixed on the ceiling. Others in the throne room are disdainfully silent. Some wrinkle their nose and take a step back. Some of the guards' hands fall to the hilt of their blades. Knock Knock's head snaps down, then seeing you, he gives a sickle grin, his eyes gleaming. Sidekick! Almost didn't see among all Longshanks. He frowns at your throne, then cocks his head, confused. Why in my chair? There's a light chuckle from someone in the room, quickly silenced. Took a while to find way here, Knock Knock glances around, but now here to take rightful place, be a hero, and show you how to be a hero. He nods sharply and hooks his fingers in his belt. I can help, like before, side by side. Big hero, he points to himself. And not big hero, he pauses. You need it. How can you help? Kessin frown. Actually, Your Grace, if you are considering accepting assistance from this... Knock Knock. Knock Knock raps the ground on his heel twice for emphasis, then winces. Kessin frowns deepens. If this Knock Knock truly wishes to be of help and is one goblins might listen to, there have been sightings of goblins near Oleg's, possibly dispossessed by our recent encounter. Massacre, Knock Knock corrects brightly. Chop them all up, except those who ran fast. New tribe probably have very long legs. Very hard to catch. His eyes alight, and he grins. But not for me. I can round them up. But, he frowns again, but unless they were still being chased, it's not like them to keep moving. Tires went out. They'd better stay in the capital like Knock Knock, even if, he wrinkles his nose, it smelled bad here. Yes, Oleg has sent word of these goblins via courier, but he has been reluctant to leave in case they raid the post in his absence. Apparently they've been quite diligent in trying to raid his storeroom. If your goblin ally could deal with them, very well, we'll travel to Oleg soon. Yeah. Knock Knock nods, then pauses as he sees you remain seated. Do we go now? Hero grows on his own and through his accomplishments. Here we go. It may be wise if I accompanied you. Knock Knock nods, standing proudly. He makes what might be a ragged salute, interrupted by him noticing something on his wrist, which he rubs away with a frown. As you command, as a hero, he rubs his wrist again, then grunts. We'll go. Lead to post, Knock Knock follow. We'll do that in a moment. That's a Knock Knock quest for sure. Knock Knock and the Trouble with Goblins. Super funny quest. Visitors saw him. Okay, now, again, one day, and these guys will be ready to rock and roll. So what we're going to do is the following. I'm going to quick save, and then I'm going to rest so that everybody is... Well, no, we don't need rest. No one said anything about being tired yet. And we can damn near teleport over to Oleg's. So we're just going to skip a day. Triumph. People from beyond the forest. Hunters have found a small village in the woods. Its denizens have lived in isolation from the rest of the world for dozens of years. They speak a strange language, look like brothers to each other, and have never heard of the Stag Lord or the Baron. Who will tell them they are not free people occupying no one's land as they thought only yesterday? Triumph. The council managed to convince the villagers that they would be much safer under protection from the Baron. They have sworn fealty and are ready to begin paying taxes within the month. Community, loyalty, economy. Triumph again. A runaway prisoner from Pitax, an elf, convicted as the leader of a dangerous gang, is hiding in the Barony. Uravetti's courts are not known to be beacons of justice. The general delivered an inspired speech for the citizens of the Barony, saying that everyone who sets foot on these lands is free of other laws and may count on our protection. The people are excited and celebrate the general and the ruler of the stolen lands. Military +6, relations +2. And then we got another one here, another opportunity. But first, we specifically did this so that we could free up people. 7 days. Sounds good so far. Both of those are opportunities. Here's one that's an actual problem. But he can get the 7 days one done. 28 days. This one can be done in 14 days. Start that event. Alright, we have Reg can do this one. Or that one. Or this one. This one takes 10 days. Okay, hold on. We need to take a look at this again. We got more than we can handle, but... Okay, he's done in 4 days. Okay, so he's back. So that's him and Reg. Okay, and Tristan has got this one handled. And I'm fine with that, I think, because he can't be... Well, wait. Damn it. Let's put Tristan on this one first. And this problem here is 28 days. 10 days. Opportunity, though, that's not as important. Okay, I remember now. So this one can be done by Tristan in 7 days. He'll be done by the 30th. We have 30 days in this month. I feel like that'll be good. Can Tristan do something else? Not this one. He can do this one. So he can handle the problem at the end of this month. Okay, barely. But he should be able to do it. And then this one is a problem for sure. But Kessin can do this one. And we can get Reg. Well, maybe we do want Reg to do this one. He has a better chance of passing it. Yeah, let's do that. This one can be... Oh, nope, I take that back. Damn it. Get back here, Reg. Cancel. You can cancel most things on the same day if you haven't advanced any time. We need him to do this one because there's only one person that can do that. This one can be Tristan. And this one can be Keston. So Tristan at the end of the month and Keston by the end of the month. We need to have him on these things. So really we have 7 days to be back here. Yes, Keston will be done in 4, but that's okay. I don't envision that something else is going to crop up within that time frame. It could, and it would still screw us, but it can't be helped. But with that, it's been about an hour plus here, guys. So I'm actually going to cut the video here. I'll be right back.